danger. I don't fit in, I'm a stranger. Believer, I can take out all the evil. Empowerment to all my people.
Today we're going to be unboxing the Sony MEX-XB100BT radio. I think this is an all-around great radio, and if you guys do decide to purchase this, I'm going to be leaving links down below where you can get it for yourself. With that being said, let's open it up. So on the front it shows a big picture of the radio itself, and it also says Sony XB100BT, so that way you know you got the right radio, because that would suck. This thing has LED lights. It's an absolutely beautiful radio, which is obviously one of the reasons why I bought it, because LED lights are the future. I mean, everything has to be RGB. And it also says the wattage of the radio, so that's really helpful, and it also shows what it includes, like the wireless microphone, in the remote, in the radio itself, so that's pretty awesome. On the back it kind of goes more in depth with the modes that it has, like NFC, Bluetooth, aux, and USB, so that's pretty awesome. On the side there's just a Sony logo, really nothing important. On the top you can also see the radio, and it says XB100BT, so again, you know you got the right radio, and then it just says some other random text I don't really feel like reading. And on the bottom it also shows a lot of what was on the other side. It pretty much just shows a really cool picture of the radio and what it includes. So that's about it for the box. Now let's open it up. So right here you pretty much just pull this tab and then bam. Alright, so I'm just gonna take all the stuff and lay it out on the table, and then we're just gonna talk about each individual piece. Cool. This is the cool part. Oh, there's the microphone. Oh, here's the radio itself. Manual. Might even need that. Probably not. And here is the legendary remote that no one's ever gonna use because the radio is more important. And that's it! There's the radio. So the first thing we're going to take a look at is the remote. Now this thing's in a beautiful little package. Now there's also some mounting brackets in this packaging. I don't really know exactly what they're for because I've never done anything like this before, but we're just going to take a look at the remote like I said. So this remote's pretty much like any other remote. You can turn it on and off. You can change the source, change the mode, arrow over, hit enter, all of that basic remote stuff, but it really doesn't matter because you can also use your phone on this radio, which is really cool. I'm probably never even going to touch this remote, but if you're someone who has your radio stuffed in some hard to reach spot, which I don't know why you do that, then this remote would be nice for you, I guess. But other than that, it's garbage. But thank you, Sony. Okay, let's take a look at the manual. Just kidding, don't need that crap. The next thing is the radio harness. This is going to allow you to connect your old wires to your new radio, which is really awesome. You need this, which is kind of nice they include it, because otherwise no one will really be able to install this radio without waiting like another week or so to get this thing. Now the next thing is the microphone. It's kind of cool because it allows you to make calls and change your music, all hands-free, which is kind of cool, but I really don't know if I'm going to be using it because most phones nowadays just let you do that already, so it's kind of pointless, but at the same time kind of cool. Now the next thing is the front of the radio itself, and this thing is really cool looking. Now on the front you can see an NFC reader, which also doubles as a volume knob, so you can change the volume of your music. That's kind of important. Now if you don't want to listen to music wirelessly, there's also an option for you. You can have an aux or USB, and the USB also charges your phone, so that's pretty cool if your phone's about to die. On the bottom there's also a mega bass button, as well as tons of radio presets if you're someone who likes to listen to the radio a lot, which I can't say that that's me because I listen to all the music off my phone, which a lot of people do nowadays, so that's why all these features are really cool. And on the top there's also a slot to put in CDs for those of you who like to listen to CDs. I don't listen to CDs. I don't really know that many people that do, but I know there's some of you out there, so it's kind of nice to have this feature in case your mom's like, hey, can we listen to my Adele CD or something like that? Stuff like this happens. Now one of the things I'm most excited for about this radio are the RGB LEDs all over the front of this thing. And I'm talking the volume knob, the mega bass button, there's little accent LEDs all over. The screen changes color to anything you want. You can really make this thing how you feel at the moment. All that awesome stuff. I think that is honestly a deal breaker. For me personally, I think it's just really cool. So now it's time to take a look at the radio itself. Now the main reason I purchased this radio is not only because of its looks or its LEDs, it's because of its power. I'm talking 4 100-watt outputs. This thing is an absolute beast with music. Not only can you play your music really loud, but you can play it crystal clear at almost any volume, which is the main reason I got this, not to blow out my eardrums, but just to have beautiful sounding music. Not only that, but you can run an individual sub off of this thing. If you don't want to run all that power to your door speakers, you can somehow bridge them together and run a sub off of it without even having an amp. That's how much power this thing actually has. Now on the front, you're going to be placing this front panel on like so, but I'm not going to be doing that right now. I'm going to be doing that last when I get this thing all installed in my car. Now on both the sides, you're going to be seeing install points for these sliding brackets. These are pretty much going to be holding this thing up so it doesn't fall inside your car because that would suck. Now on the back you have tons of ports for speakers as well as subwoofers. You can also hook up your antenna right here. There's a remote line in, a bunch of awesome stuff. This is an all-around great radio. Now the last thing is the fuse for the radio itself. This is going to basically ensure that nothing shorts out, nothing happens. You don't want anything blowing up. That would kind of suck. But this is something I'm going to have to worry about when installing this radio, which is going to be kind of frustrating, I have to admit. Anyway, that's about it for today's video. If you guys want to buy the Sony XB100BT radio for yourself, I'm going to be leaving all the links down below so you guys can get one for your car. If you enjoyed today's unboxing, make sure to hit the like button down below as well as subscribe and shut out notifications so you don't miss any future content. Anyway, I hope you have an amazing day and I'll see you later. Goodbye.